What is up, everybody? My name is Rafi and I'm a professional classical guitarist. Last video we took a look at Money Game Part 1 by REN. It is the first of a 3-part series, so today we're taking a look at Part 2. But before we do that, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below if you enjoy the video. Okay, let's get into it.
Strange time of living in panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on, needlessly bleeding resources all dry.
Okay, I already gotta stop it. All right, cool. Okay, so I was curious about this. The beginning, what we're already hearing musically, is essentially, it's based on, well, Money Game Part 1. Boom, dum, boom. We're getting that now, and he added this vocal thing in, which is really cool. I like that. I like that. But now we have more. So it was just the guitar before in Money Game Part 1. Now we have more instruments added. The general term for this, instrumentation. It's just what instruments you're using in a piece of music and what they're playing. And it looks like it's following a similar theme too, which I guess makes sense. It would. It's making a comment about, we can already see essentially, let's say generally, a political commentary. Also, there was something a little bit in there. I wonder if this was on purpose. There was like a little bit of this snare drum thing, which reminds me of this sort of warlike patriotic thing going on.
A government of hypocrites. These
that right there.
That right there. Fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise.
Also, this is something we talked about last time too. It has to do with the person's flow and what they're stressing. So if you this,
needlessly split through fickle shit. A
da 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 da, and now it's gonna go da 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 da.
For men of hypocrites, these counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on, needlessly bleeding resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only
so if you could hear when da 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 da, to all of a sudden 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and mixing up the flow like that helps keep things interesting. Just sounds cool.
Joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent.
And here we get da 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 da. So he seems to be doing this in like everything I've heard, which is cool. It just like adds variety to it. Here, we'll go back a bit.
Not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking.
I also like the ironic crying. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die.
It would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. But point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game. This old money is a game.
Okay. So the chorus is just another version. It sounds like it's made, man, I only heard Money Game Part 1 once. I listened to it when I was doing the reaction. but it sounds like it's exactly the same. I wonder if they use the exact vocals and just did like different processing, added reverb and stuff like this, and now have this other instrumentation around it. Because man, it sounded, as far as I can remember, it sounded exactly the same. So yeah, the whole chorus was the same, but it was just, you could say it's now arranged differently. And I mean, we all know what the word arrange means, but in music, it can have a couple specific definitions. So you can take a particular tune and add other things around it. You can change the instrumentation. You can change things like the harmony, the tempo, all sorts of things, and you've now done an arrangement of it. So it's like he's done an arrangement of Money Game Part 1 for that chorus right there.
This all. Money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step 1, you must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step 2, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a show, then you're just a fucking waste, man. 3, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4, expand, expand, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5, why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6, guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock.
Okay, I didn't want to stop it, but I have to, or else I'll just forget. There will be too much stuff to talk about. For one, totally separate. I'm loving the references. I'm loving the references in the background. Like every 2 seconds, like something completely different. Oh, I know that. That's cool. So that's a fun way to go about this. 2, he's doing something, making a statement, which using art to make a statement can often be quite effective. At times more effective than just making the statement on its own. Why that is, I'm not actually really sure. Why humans respond to that sort of thing. Why would a human respond to something more if the words rhyme? I don't know, but we do. We like that. There's something. We respond to art, a message through art. It's particularly effective, right? So he's giving these step-by-step things. I think if he was listing out step-by-step this problem he's seeing here, it might not land with people as much as it probably is with this song. He is, again, in terms of the musical aspects of things, we could think about this actually essentially we're talking about composition with a lot of this. And the music itself, the harmony, the chords and stuff aren't really changing and doing all that much. Okay, so what do you do to make your song interesting and to make it dynamic? You change things in the arrangement, I guess you could say. You change things like the instrumentation. You can change some of the basic things. You can make the song start to get louder. You can make it get quieter. You can add more instruments in. You can take them out. You can add a little break and then have everything come back in. And this, the reason I paused it is because it really seemed to work well
Do
here.
it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4.
Okay, so that was an example of a little break there. And it's all still pretty... It's still pretty chill. There's a rhythm going. It's rhythmic. It's making us move. I'm feeling it. I don't move all that much. Some people may have noticed I don't make that many faces and move that much, but I'm sort of grooving to it. But when we get to step 6, I think it was, all of a sudden it gets real intense.
Expand.
Oh no, it's this one right here. Okay. Expand. And we have this sound. I don't know. It sounds like some sort of... I don't know, synthetic horn section, boom, Bum,
And
bum.
Cliff Forest, make land.
Ready?
Morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4. Expand, expand, expand. Cliff Forest, make land. Fresh blood on hands. 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Guns, sell stocks.
And okay, so we're hearing the bass notes, bum, bum, and then bum, bum. And then we heard something a little different here.
Don't limit yourself. She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Guns, sell stocks, sell.
And so what we heard with these, I'm just talking about the bass, right? Bum, 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 bum. And so we're hearing this. For those who are curious, this is G minor. And then we hear this. Bum, 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 bum. Why is that important? Well, this is now sort of implying a certain mode that we're using. In relation to this, this is at least how my ears are sort of interpreting this, is that this is kind of giving me the sound of the Phrygian mode. And so that tends to be something dark, and we tend to hear it in Spanish music. If you hear like, it's what gives us that note in this sound. And so and this is something where I feel like that would be effective. It's talking about expanding. It's talking about militaristic conquest, I guess you could say. So having these big booming low horn sounds mixed with using this this choice of notes, that's what these modes are. They're essentially the choice of notes you're going to be using. It just feels sort of dark. Ready?
Expand, expand. Cliff Forest, make land. Fresh blood on hands. 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Guns, sell stocks, sell diamonds, sell rocks, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7. Press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8. Big smile, make big wave. That's great. Now the truth is overrated. Tell lies out the gate. 9. Polarize the people. Controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10.
Okay. Okay. Let's take it back a second. This sound in the background. No, not in the background. There's a melody going on here.
Just shells.
Ready?
Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Guns, sell stocks, sell diamonds, sell rocks, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7. Press on the gas. Take, sell diamonds, sell rocks, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7. Press on the.
Okay, I don't know what that makes you think of, but this is again in terms of modes. This is important because this is actually a mode, but not one that we typically think of. I mentioned Phrygian before, but this is a mode is kind of like when you think about a certain scale starting on a different note. It's somewhat of an oversimplification, but I think that it'll be helpful to keep it like that. And it's usually a scale like this. We've all heard that. That is a major scale. You can actually have modes that are from different scales and they give you totally different sounds. So if we go, that's a completely different set of notes. And so if we take, that's a harmonic minor scale. If we take a harmonic minor scale and we sort of center it around a different note, we get this. So now we're thinking about this scale, but we're just starting here. And this has a very characteristic sound. It's this. Between these two notes. We actually hear we hear it a lot of different places. That one of the things that comes the first thing that always comes to mind for me is klezmer music, but that's what you're hearing there. That's what the basis for this background melody is. And so see if you can hear it, especially that characteristic interval we call an augmented second.
Sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7. Press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8. Big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9. Polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10. The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. But point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
Okay, something else happened here. If you remember, just a few minutes ago, I said you can make. What can you do when the chords of a song typically stay the same? And actually, even if the chords don't stay the same, but certainly when the chords, the harmony stays the same in a song, you change other parts of it. And I said you can make things louder. You can also make them softer. What's most important is that you just make a change. So he went from. Everything started out pretty chill and was continuously building up, continuously building up, continuously building up into the part where we saw the expand, 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 and then what I was just saying with this, what sounded kind of like a sort of screaming electric guitar type solo going on. Not in terms of a shredding solo, but that was using this this mode that we don't hear a lot. But then, after all that, things start to drop down, and we get not that much going on, but we get a distant piano sound. And so let's hear that for a second. And so we go like, what's the effect of that?
Overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9. Polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10. The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a.
And all of a sudden we get. I have a piano down here. Maybe I should have mentioned that. There's a piano right down here. So all of a sudden, it builds up, it builds up. He's yelling, and then... And it becomes sort of serene after all this.
A round of applause. Your name, 10. The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way.
And now the piano is continuing along with everything else. And then done. And then the beat comes back in, but this is continuing to go. So we're layering more things. We're taking this new piano thing that we haven't heard until this ending part of the song, and adding the newer stuff, the older stuff that we had heard in the chorus, and it's making things. We're getting something old, but there's some new in there, so it's fresh.
And no surprise to distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we died upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This whole
Okay, so that was Money Game Part 2 by REN, the second of a 3-part series. It was very interesting. I was curious as to see what was going to happen because after the first part, it wasn't so much of a narrative, so I was like, okay, what's he going to do with this? How is this going to be connected to something else? And he kept the same theme going, both in terms of the actual like theme in terms of what he was trying to say, but he expanded on it and took it to a slightly different place. But then also, if we talk about the theme in terms of the music, also took that to a new place. It wasn't just the single acoustic guitar. It was based on that. It's in the same key and used the same chorus too, but just had added elements around it and used elements of orchestration and instrumentation to create a new arrangement, essentially, of his own song, the first part. So now, where do you go with the third one? I have no idea. I have a feeling many of you do know. So I'm not sure, but we'll see next. That's what'll be in the next video. We will do Money Game Part 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction to this song. And remember, if you haven't already done so, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I will see you all later.